guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching the match. Barcelona beat Sevilla by 1-0 with a Pedri golazao and go to second in La Liga. I am in absolute shock. What a game it was, end to end, very entertaining. But in the end, Barcelona came out on top and with all 3 points. The starting lineup for this match is on the screen right now. It was Ter Stegen in goal, a back four Dani Alves, Araujo, Pique, and Jordi Alba. Midfield three of Busquets, De Jong, and Pedri, and a front three of Ousmane Dembele, Aubameyang, and Ferran Torres, with Nico, Xavi, and Memphis Depay coming on as subs. So overall, team performance on the night, I'm going to be giving it an 8 out of 10. Of course, we got the 3 points. That's the most important thing. But how we performed, I think we performed well. I think up until the final third, we were fantastic. But in the final third today, I think we were poor. Decision making wasn't that great. Passing was not that great in the final third as well. Kept on losing it all over the field. And of course, we did not finish our chances. This could have been easily been a 0-0 game if it wasn't for Pedri's absolute world-class goal. That was, we relied a lot on that with Messi. When Messi was here, we did that some bit of magic, and today we got that from Pedri, and that's what won us the 3 points. We were definitely the better team today, 100%, but it's very end-to-end. I think up until the 60th minute, it was like even on possession. Sevilla had their chances, Barcelona had their chances, but the Camp Nou today was the 12th man. They kept on pushing the team, pushing, and in the end, we scored the goal and got the 3 points. Overall team performance wasn't perfect, but still very solid, definitely better than Sevilla, and for me, it gets an 8 out of 10. Let's now get into the players' individual player ratings. Let's start, of course, with the goalkeeper, Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. I'm going to give Ter Stegen a 6 out of 10. Very quiet for him. He had a few saves in the second half from Martial, and also in the dying moments, he almost conceded a goal. World-class save, do not get me wrong, but it was his mistake. Cross came in, he punched it, but he missed the punch. It dropped to, I think, Augustinson. He had an open shot, and Ter Stegen leaped quickly and made the save. If it wasn't for that, he would have gotten a 1 out of 10 for me today. But overall, Ter Stegen, very quiet. Passing off in the back today was okay. It was not perfect, but still very solid. So overall, gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Now into the center backs. Firstly, of course, on the right-hand side, Gerard Pique gets a 7 out of 10 from me today. I thought he was fantastic. There was this one moment in the game where the ball was going out on the right-hand side. Jordi Alba was out of position, and then Gerard Pique came in to cover him against Jesus Navas. That, for me, was world-class defending. I thought today he was fantastic. Air duels today were superb. Passing out from the back was very strong. There were some moments when he misplaced a pass, and also when he saw a pass but didn't, go for it. The actual open man, he went for, Araujo or Dani Alves or Jordi Alba. There's some long balls to Ferran Torres that he could have done but didn't do it today. But overall, for me, very solid from JD and gets a 7 out of 10 from me. And a center back partner on the left-hand side was Araujo. We need to renew his contract, man. What a defender. 8 out of 10 for me. I felt like today his 1v1 defending was unmatchable. I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. I thought I saw Puyol there. Honest to God, he was world class today, Araujo. Passing off in the back today was a bit sloppy. I think in the first half he made a fantastic pass and Xavi recognized that. But I think Araujo today, his defending is what saved us. He covered a lot for Dani Alves today. Dani Alves will talk about him in a few seconds. He covered a lot for him. Slide tackles, aerial duels, out-muscling Martial, Ocampos, Lamela, whoever it may be. He, for me, was world-class. And of course, had a few chances from the headers from the corner kicks as well. We have got to renew his contract, in my opinion. And overall, for me, Araujo gets a 8 out of 10. Into the fullbacks now. We're starting with Dani Alves on the right-hand side. I will give Dani today a 6 out of 10. Now, in the first half, I barely saw him. He was very quiet, average from him. Second half, he misplaced a lot of passes today, and also he lost a lot of his man. His tracking back today was poor, in my opinion. That's why Araujo get a very high rating from me, because he had to come across and cover for him a lot. I think his connection play Dani Alves was very good down the right-hand side with Dembele, with Frankie, with Pedri as well. His defending at some points, I think in the final 15 minutes, were very strong. But overall, you can see it was a loss of concentration. He hasn't played in a while, but it could have been worse, but in the end, it was a bit average in my opinion. So overall, Dani Alves for me gets a 6 out of 10. On the other flank, of course, on the left-hand side, it was Jordi Alba. I will give Jordi a 7 out of 10. Now, again, his crossing today was absolutely dreadful. It could have been a lot better, but I felt like defending today, he did very well. Tracked back a lot, came back and defend. He had to deal with Jesus Navas and Lamela down that right-hand side. Fran was really tracking back that much, so I think Jordi Alba did very, very well. He had a lot of last-second tackles that could have led to a counter-attack. If he didn't make those tackles, it could have been a goal, and for me, that's what gave him the 7 out of 10. Defended very, very well. Could have been a bit better in attacking, so overall, I will give Jordi Alba a 7 out of 10. Into the midfield now, we're starting with Busquets, El Capitano, in the middle of the park today at the CDM position, of course. I will give Busi a 7 out of 10. I feel like he did well today, controlled the tempo, defended well. I felt like he lost the ball a bit too much in the middle of the park as well. He did a lot of, tactical fouls, got booked, of course. But again, if it wasn't for him, I felt like it could have been a different result. Of course, went down with 2 minutes into the match after a head collision with Pique. I thought he was about to go off. The medical team came on the pitch, but he continued. And that for me is the leadership of a captain, in my opinion. I think, again, played well. Could have been a bit better, but for his standard, did very well. And overall, for me, he will get a 7 out of 10. On the right-hand side of the midfield, it was Frankie de Jong, and I will also give Frankie de Jong a 7 out of 10. Felt like he played very well. Was the energy in that midfield going forward a lot. Should have scored that header in the first half. I think that was a big miss in my opinion, but he made a lot of runs in the box, leaving Aubameyang and Ferran Torres open because he attracted those defenders. Getting into the box is very strong. Link up play with Dembele and Dani Alves was very good as well. Felt like he was like the engine in that midfield, in my opinion. Got chopped off in the 70th minute as well. I think overall Frankie played very well today, and he gets a 7 out of 10 from me. And lastly, in the midfield on the left hand side was of course Pedri. I really don't know what to say. Pedri Potter, man. Oh my god. My man of the match, 9 out of 10 for me. No doubt about that. I just think this player is unbelievable. We have a great player on our hands, and thank God we renewed his contract back in October. Because if we did it, and he was in the same situation as Araujo, Gavi, and Dembele, I would be losing my mind. I don't know what to say, man. I'm speechless. I felt like I would have given him an 8 or maybe a 7, probably an 8 out of 10, even if he didn't score the goal and the match finished 0-0, because I thought he was my man of the match. But just scoring that goal was just the icing on the cake for me. What a goal, first of all. Sent 8 players to the shop, and the Rakic's career back at the Camp Nou as well. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. Pedri Potter, man, what an unbelievable midfielder. For me right now, the best midfielder in the world, and gets a 9 out of 10 from me. Into the front line now, we'll start with Ousmane Dembele at the right wing. I will give Dembele a very strong 7 out of 10. I was going to give him an 8, but the reason why I didn't was that, again, his decision making in the final third for me today was very poor. If he was a bit smarter in the final third, we could have scored 2 or 3 goals. I felt like his pace today was fantastic. He took on Rakic a few times, and his dribbling was very good as well. Passing was very sloppy, gave the ball a few times away, but his crosses today were very good. Probably the only player today who put in some decent balls into the box, but I felt like today he took his opportunity, he used his pace, and of course got applauded when he was subbed off at the Camp Nou as well. The players, the fans, the coaching staff all want him to renew his contract. Now we'll have to wait and see, but for me, very solid performance, gets a 7 out of 10. And on the left wing though, it was a bit different. It was Ferran Torres. Don't hate me in the comments, man. I do not have an agenda against this player. I think from the halfway line until the final third, Ferran Torres was fantastic today. Got the ball in the box, connected well with Jordi Alba, with Pedri, made some movements for Aubameyang as well. It's just his finishing. He could have had a hat-trick today. Genuinely could have had a hat-trick today. The header, the sitter, the from outside the box, the curve in the first half. He should have had at least a goal today, but let alone could have had a hat trick. I think he needs to work on his finishing. Just once he gets that finishing down, he'll be a fantastic player. Again, from the halfway line, build up to the final third, he's brilliant. But his finishing today was dreadful and could have cost us if we did not score. If Pedri did not score that goal, we did not win this match. It was 0-0. I probably would have went even more in on him. Overall for me, Ferran Torres gets a 6 out of 10. And finally up top, it was Aubameyang, Blaugrana. Very quiet. Did not get that much service today as well. All the crosses were, to Frankie, to Ferran, or for Pedri. He made some good movements. He was pressing a lot with Bono today. Got the ball off a few times as well. Basically went on the pitch, ran around all over the place, and got chopped off. So overall, his work off the ball today was fantastic, but on the ball today, didn't really get the service. Overall, for me, Auba gets a 6 out of 10. Now for the substitutions, the subs were Nico, Xavi, and Memphis Depay. They all came on with less than 10 minutes to go. I'll give them all an average 6 out of 10. I can't really rate them. I don't even think Memphis touched the ball in this match. I think Xavi's energy was very important in those final few minutes. but Nico and Memphis, they just came on and ran around. That's all they really did. So overall for me, all the subs today get a 6 out of 10. And last but not the least is of course the manager, Xavi Hernandez. I will give Xavi today an 8 out of 10. I took him off 2 marks for 2 reasons. Number 1, subs today were dreadful. I mean, we needed subs around the 60th minute. He didn't do it until the 80th. Only used 3 out of 5. They weren't really that impactful apart from Gavi, but with a player like Gavi, he'll always be impactful. And secondly, I felt like he should have changed in the first half to get those wingers more forward and get those fullbacks more wide. I saw Dani Alves, Jordi Alba tucking in inside a lot like what Man City do. I felt like that wasn't the right move in this match, but you can't really fault him for the players not finishing their chances in this match. It wasn't really a perfect performance as well. It was very, very solid, but nonetheless, if he was not the manager, we would have not have won this game. So overall, very, very happy for Xavi, and for me, he gets an 8 out of 10. So that was my match preview for Barcelona versus Sevilla in La Liga. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know firstly is your thoughts on the performance, and secondly, your player ratings and your manager rating as well, and overall, what are your expectations for the rest of the season? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. What a win. Visca Barca, Visca Catalonia. We are back, baby. We have to keep going now and continue, push for La Liga, and of course, push for the Europa League. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and Forza Barca.
Yeah.